Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 with me, and in this video I'm going to share some of my practical tips and tricks that I'm using with the Note 5. And some of these tips and tricks might not be exclusive to Note 5, but I use them to enhance the functionality on the Note 5, and I'm hoping that some of these tips and tricks will be useful. And this first thing is pretty common with the Note 5. This is the new feature that we have, and when the Note 5 is in standby, you can just take out the S Pen and directly just jot down notes. This is great for ideas, I would say. And if you're not subscribed, just subscribe. So this is a really quick way to just jot down notes, and you can just put back your S Pen and the note will actually save it, and you can access it later on. For example, if you unlock it, as you can see, it has saved this memo. Now you can do other stuff with this. So this is a very handy feature, and I have used this quite a few times, I would say, when I was using the Note 5 to jot down ideas. And let me just move to the second option, and this will be useful for people who actually like to listen to a lot of music. And for this one, you have to insert a headphone jack, and if you're using the default music player, let's say you have some music, for example, let me just open this one of the music, and you have to plug in a headphone. And the thing is that if you click on this icon, you have this option of upscaler, and I feel this improves the sound a bit again, but you need to have good quality headphones to appreciate that. Apart from that, we also have other options also. If you go to the more, and if you go to sound alive, here also, as you can see, you can adjust the bass, treble, and also if you like more instrumental or vocal. So these settings are there apart from the regular other settings like equalizer that we get. So you have a lot of freedom, and I did find that it does enhance the music quality. Also, you can separately enhance the bass, clarity, and so if you're a music lover, the default music app does offer a lot of options, I would say. Let me just get out. And one more feature that I like, and this is again with the S Pen, is that if you are like me, you get a lot of documents via email. For example, if you get a lot of PDF documents, for example, we got this PDF document, we can directly sign the PDF document. Earlier, again, traditionally, I had to take out a printout, scan it, and send. For example, I'll just remove this one. Let's delete this one. And let's go. Okay, this is the PDF document that you got. The first thing you should do is you can just save this, and it should be saved, and it should go in your open the file manager. It'll be in the tools, and from here just locate my files, and if you go to documents, that file has come over here. Now just open this file, just click on it, and it has opened. And now, as you can see, we have the S Pen tool. For example, let's say we want to, it says sign here for this document. What I can do is I can just maximize this like this a little bit. I can go to the S Pen. Let's say I want it in blue color. Okay, that's fine. And let's just sign this document now. And in the date, it says, let's put today's date. That is so as you can see, you can easily sign PDF documents. Now you can just save this document, and it will save it as a PDF. For example, if you go back, it shows us in the recent files. If you just click on this, this is our new PDF file with this signed document. So this way, if you need to sign documents, etc., it's very easy on the Note 5, and I find that feature very useful. Next thing is regarding action memo. Again, this is the S Pen, obviously. For example, if you take out the S Pen, this action memo, this air command pops, and let's say you want to jot down something, and you can actually move this around. I like this to jot down ideas. Let's say I have one idea one, and I'm now doing some research. Let's say second idea I have. Now I just want this to be there, but I don't want this to go off. Let's say I'm doing some browsing, etc. I can just tap anywhere, and this will become small, for example. And now let's say I was doing some research. I can go back to say my web browsing, etc. Okay, I find something interesting. Oh, I need to add to that. So you can just click this back and add your third tip. So this is also a very handy feature. Let's say now I've finished, I can just save this. So again, I like that feature. Also another thing with the S Pen, and this is not new to the Note 5. This was also there on the, if I believe, on what do you say, the earlier versions of even with the Note 4. For example, I have so many things, and these are the things that I don't need. Earlier, I had to select each one of them and delete them. But now it's very easy. Again, with the S Pen, just hold this, and let's say you can now have multiple selection. And now I selected all the three of them, and now I can easily delete it. So again, this is a handy feature. Again, this is not new to the Note 5, but I frequently use this one also. Also, let's put back the S Pen. Again, with the Note 5, we are having this new feature. If you just pinch and zoom, you can change the grid size. If you just go over here, by default, it will be 5 by 5. So you can have a lot more icons over here. I like 4 by 5, or you can even go 4 by 4. So this way you can adjust. If you want a lot more icons on your home screen, you can easily do that. But just don't forget to hit the apply button once you have done that. So let me just go back. Another thing that I like again with this new S Pen is, and again, this is an advertised feature. Samsung also is advertising about this. Let's say you have a long web page like this. You can obviously make a screenshot, but let's say you also want to capture a lot more content. Now you can do that. For example, let's just go to screen write. And now, as you can see, if you just wait, it says scroll capture. Now, if you just hit this, it will wait, and now it will capture more. And again, we'll also capture more. So now we have 3 screenshots. Now let's say we are done. Just hit done. And it will save this entire thing in a single page. I feel this is great for sharing. For example, I found it useful for sharing WhatsApp chat with my friends or whatever. Instead of sending multiple screenshots, you can easily make a single screenshot and again send it. Again, here you can do your regular annotations also. So that is still there. So again, this is also a useful feature in my opinion. Also, the Note 5 has built-in wireless charging. So if you have a wireless charger, you can certainly use that. For example, this is a wireless charger that I have. And as you can see now, the Note 5 has started charging wirelessly. Samsung also is selling a new wireless charger, and they say that that is fast. I haven't actually tested that one because it's not yet available in India, but I'm looking forward to check that out once it's available in India. Also, as you might already know, the fingerprint scanner has been really improved on the Note 5. It works very well. I would say it's really fast. As you can see, just tap the home button once and just put your finger and it works really fast. Another thing that I again enable on most Samsung phones is call alert. For example, let me show you. If you go here and if you go to more and if you go to the settings, and this is one thing I do almost on every Samsung phone that I get. And if you just scroll to, and if you click on this call alerts, I like to enable this vibrate when answered. If you enable this option, by default it will be off, but if you enable this, let's say you're making a call to somebody, you don't have to keep the phone near your ear. When the person actually picks up, the phone gives a vibrate. So it is actually a very useful feature in my opinion. And this is not exclusive to Note 5. This was also seen on earlier Samsung devices. Also, one more tip that I have noticed is that if you go to the Smart Manager, and do this only if you're having issues with the battery life, I would say. And if you go to the RAM management over here, you can see that you can obviously kill all the apps, etc. But if you go to the manage apps over here, for example, if you had end this, it will clear up all the memory. But I wanted to show you this thing that is called manage apps. And here by default, you'll see all these apps try to automatically start, but you can easily disable them. For example, this My Airtel app was like this, and I've enabled auto stop on it. And this will be useful if you feel that some of the apps should not run in the background. For example, these benchmarking apps, I don't want to run them in the background. Then you can cancel this. And theoretically, this can improve the battery life. But again, don't do it for messaging apps and stuff, else you won't be getting those messages. So I would suggest do this only if you're having some battery life issues. This can be helpful. Also, one thing I have noticed is that Samsung now has changed the button layout. Earlier, this multitasking tray, if you would have hold it for a while, you used to get the, what do you say, menu button, but now you get this multitasking button. But still, if you want to get to the menu button, it is still there. You have to just hold this back button for a second. And now as you can see, you get the menu button. I don't know why Samsung did it. They reversed it now. And lastly, again, if you use this stock, Samsung browser, you can actually use the S Pen and it acts like a mouse. But again, it only works on this Samsung default browser. For example, if you just go down like this, you can see this bars over here. It helps you in scrolling. So even without touching the phone, you can scroll around. And also with links, if you just watch closely, the hand comes. So it acts like a mouse, I would say. But again, with Chrome browser and third-party browsers, this does not work. So if you're using the default Samsung browser, you can use the S Pen like a mouse. So these were some of my tips and tricks with the Note 5. I'm sure there are a lot more other tips and tricks. If you know about some other interesting tips and tricks with the Note 5, do share them in the YouTube comments section. Again, I hope this video was helpful. And if you think this video was helpful, I'll appreciate if you can share this video. And also, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.